Chapter 3 The Return. So far, the gala was a success. Even the stoppiest of ponies were enjoying themselves. While Pinkie Pie kept the entertainment going, Rainbow Dash and Applejack were hanging with the orphans, who were eager to see them both. I want to be just like you, they kept saying to one another. Oh, shucks, Applejack bluffed. Thanks, big kids, Rainbow said. With a lot of practice and guts, you could go anywhere. Girls, playing her attention, have either of you seen Fluttershy? It's almost time for her to come on. So was in her room? Applejack asked. No, I checked. She's probably in the garden. You'll know how she feels more comfortable with the crews. I'll go get her, Rainbow volunteered. Indeed, Fluttershy was in the garden, warming up her voice. She was so nervous she felt like it was going to crack. Oh, what am I doing? She muttered to herself. I can't go up in front of every pony and sing. Why not? We all know you're going to do great. She turned to see Rainbow Dash in her Wonderbolt's uniform. She embraced her with a smile. I'm so happy to see you. Really? Rainbow asked. Because the others told me you haven't been very happy lately. Fluttershy glanced down at her host. Well, they say it's because you keep having nightmares about Discord. She looked up at her with serious eyes. It was different. In my dreams, he usually just holds me and laughs. That's why I dreamt of what he did last night, but this time he was, she shivered, stroking my mane, and I was letting him. I didn't even put up a fight. Rainbow put her hoof around her. Hey, it was just a dream. You gotta hang loose. This is the party. That reminds me, it's time for your song. Oh, I really don't feel like singing. Don't tell me you still got stage fright. Come on! Don't you remember how you helped us all with that hurricane? Singing's different from flying. You're a great singer. You were able to sing that pet song with me. That wasn't only around you and the critters, but there are hundreds of ponies here watching me, and don't worry, I'll be right there to support you. We all will. Fluttershy gulped, okay. Discord was bored with the entire scene, though he had to admit this year's gala was much more interesting than last year's and the year before. Still, there just wasn't enough chaos, so to entertain himself, he pulled a few pranks on the posh ponies, making a hare appear in the punch bowl, but he could not draw attention to himself until the time was right. He looked around the room and noticed that the little dragon, Spike, was attempting to get a dance with Rarity. He rolled his eyes. Give it up, kid. It's never going to happen. Though he had to admire his persistence. Meanwhile, that party pony Pinkie Pie was unknowingly making a fool of herself. On the P to the E to the P-I-E, she sang. And while I'm at it, ponies, won't you please be friends with me? I'm being delicious. It was then that Twilight pulled the microphone away. Oh, thank you, Discord sighed silently to himself. You finally do something right. The princess tapped the mic, getting every pony's attention. Mares and gentle cults, she addressed. Welcome to the Grand Galbin Gala. I hope you're all enjoying yourselves. A cheer erupted from the orphans. The Lord Chaos grunted. Why in the world did they invite a bunch of annoying little brats? Well, there's more to come, Twilight continued. We have a wide range of entertainment planned for you tonight, including an air show for the Wonderbolts. The crowd stomped their hooves, and the Wonderbolts flew up and bowed slightly. Discord simply yawned. I might as well do it now, he thought, but the Alcorn kept talking. But first, we're going to hear a song from a very good friend of mine. Mercy Gentlecults, the element of kindness herself, Fluttershy. Oh, goody, the little wimpy Pegasus is going to sing. This ought to be hilarious. He did notice the awestruck looks on the stallions. What are they staring at? Discord followed their gaze and dropped a glass of chocolate milk that he had been drinking. The yellow Pegasus was walking nervously up to the mic. She wore a flowing, translucent green dress with white daisies spread in her smooth pink mane. It was the first time in years Discord had seen the element of kindness. His mirror did not count. She was... He shook the thought out of his head. It was a momentary lapse. Fluttershy looked towards the audience and felt her knees buckling. She then noticed her 5 best friends and the Cutie Crusaders in the front row, giving her assuring smiles. She glanced over at the pianist, who nodded, and played her starting note. Her voice was weak at first. Can any pony, she cleared her throat, find me some pony too? She stopped her pack. Sleep Bell saw her play, saying, Love. The Pegasus looked at her with thanks. Then the pianist started playing. As her cue approached, Fluttershy grew more nervous, so Sleepbell left him on stage and nodded to her assurance. This made her more confident as he sang a little louder. Each morning I get up, I die a little. I can barely stand on my feet. The little unicorn filly sang back up. Take a look at yourself. Take a look in the mirror and cry. Lord, what you're doing to me. I spent all my years believing in you, but I just can't get no relief, Lord. Some pony. Sleepbell urged the audience to sing in Some pony. Fluttershy smiled. Some pony. Can any pony, some pony, and any pony find me some pony to love? The ponies stopped their hose and Fluttershy blushed. You're doing great, Sleepbell whispered. Now, sing louder and with more feeling. She took a deep breath and did so. Got no feel. Get no rhythm, I just keep losing my beat. She just keeps losing her beat. I'm okay, I'm alright. She's alright. Ain't gonna face no defeat. I just gotta get out of this prison cell. One day I'm going to be free, Lord. Some pony. Can any pony find me? Some pony to love. A wide grin spread across her face as she continued singing. Soon the audience was nothing but background vocals as she was lost in a world of her own. In a spur of moments, she flew high in the air. She works hard every day. I try, but everybody puts me down. They said I'm going crazy. They say I got a lot of water in my brain. Got no common sense. I got no pony enough to believe. Yeah. Discord watched the performance in astonishment. Was this the same Pegasus he met in the labyrinth? Was this the same Pegasus who ran into sight of butterflies, who hardly uttered an audible word? Was this pony singing in that strong, confident voice, spinning circles in the air, shining in the spotlight, really the weak and helpless Fluttershy? He watched as she danced during the interlude. Every move she made was delicate and graceful, not a single flaw present. It made him sick. I have to put a stop to this. The three fillies started singing again. Find her some pony to love. The audience joined in. Find her some pony to love. As they repeated the line, Fluttershy kept twirling the air, forgetting all her troubles. For the first time in her life, she felt happy. Then she felt something grab her hoof and spin her around. But she was so lost she thought nothing of it. She didn't even hear the screams from the ponies. It was after her mysterious partner had dipped her that Fluttershy opened her eyes and a smile disappeared. Standing over her, holding her in his arms, was the very object of her nightmares. My dear Fluttershy, I had no idea you had such a lovely voice. She was frozen in place and lost all knowledge to speak. She could not even scream. A cry from a familiar voice broke out of her trance. Get off of her! Rainbow cut between them and protectively moved between her friend behind her. What? The crowd got so densely. We were only dancing. Discord! Twilight growled beneath her teeth. Ah, Twilight Sparkle, or so I say, Your Highness. Surprised to see me. Well, it certainly has been a while since we last met. Sorry, I didn't send you a postcard. He glanced down at the fillies on stage. Well, if it isn't my three little saviors. Applebloom and Sleepbell hid behind their sisters, while Skittaloo sought protection from the closest adult, Pinkie. Stop stalling, Discord, the princess bellowed. Why are you here? I thought it was obvious. I've come to take over Equestria. The crowd gasped. The others cowered in fear and huddled around Applejack. Ha! Twilight smirked. You should have stayed in hiding, Discord. Now that you reveal yourself, we could turn you to stone. Oh, really? Discord said. As I recall, you need the elements of harmony for that. Yes, exact. She looked around at her friends and realized they weren't wearing their necklaces. Then she remembered they stopped wearing them after a year when they figured Discord was never returning. She felt foolish now. As he said defiantly, we don't need the elements of harmony to teach you a lesson. You know, that is a fanfic where Twilight lets loose and hands Discord his booty. And I ain't talking about Broken Spirit! Lightning fell Twilight's horn as he prepared to spell. Discord raised an eyebrow. You're kidding, right? She saw a purple beam down to show he wasn't kidding. He swatted away as if it were a housefly. You really think that's going to stop me? Have you forgotten? He then snapped his eagle talons and Twilight's horn disappeared. Hey! She cried. Give that back! Really, Twilight sparkled. Are you as big a stick in the mud as Celestia? He snapped his fingers again, and a puddle of mud appeared beneath the alicorn's hooves. Pinkie Pie snickered. Stick in the mud! That's funny. Twilight groaned and used her wings to pull herself out. Just you wait until Princess Celestia gets back. She'll give you your just desserts. Discord clutched his stomach as he laughed. Ha 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 ha! What's the matter, Twilight? Can't run the kingdom by yourself. You need Mommy Celestia to come and make everything better. Hey! Rainbow shouted. No pulling insults my friends and gets away with it. She charged toward him, but he had only stepped off the stage to dodge her. Rainbow hit a pillar, almost causing it to fall. Have you ponies learned nothing from our last encounter? Ha 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 ha. You even thought I was gone for good. He looked towards Flesh's Eye. Except for you, my dear. The Pegasus was stunned. How did you... He tensed as he took her chin and said slowly, I've been watching you. Rainbow regained some consciousness and stood between them again. You touch her one more time and you're gonna get Discord. He held up a paw. Very well. I have other things to attend to anyway. He turned to Twilight. I'm afraid Celestia won't be able to help you, given her current predicament in, he used air quotes, Saudi Arabia. The Alicorn tilted her head in confusion. What do you mean? He chuckled and snapped his fingers, causing an image to materialize. The crowd gasped as he saw Princess Celestia, Luna, Key, and Cindy and Cades, horns missing from their heads. Shining Armor narrowed his eyes at Discord. What have you done with my wife? She's perfectly fine, I assure you. So is her foal, by the way, though it would be the same if something were to happen to her mother before birth. The prince's eyes widened. Her? Yes, you're having a girl. Congratulations and blah blah blah. If you heard Cadence. Discord snapped the image away. Wouldn't dream of it. But if any of you ponies even try to defeat me in any way, your princesses get it. That includes the unborn one. In a flash, he was wearing a tie and standing in front of a map of Equestria. Now for the weather. Today's forecast is cotton candy, cloudy, with a chance of chocolate milk. You know what? Might be rain, cats, and dogs. Hope every pony gets home safely. With a triumphant laugh, the Necronicus disappeared and lightning struck indoors. The crowd glanced outside and started to rain chocolate cats and dogs. Every pony screamed and ran out of the bathroom in panic. Every pony! Twilight commanded. Calm down! Everything is under control! No pony listened as he started flocking inside. Keep it together! Stay inside until further notice! But the crowd took their chances and hurried home to the chocolate storm. Even the Wonderbolts dashed out in fear. Only the orphans, Shining Armor, and the palace guards, the princess, and her friends remained. Applejack! Rainbow Dash! Twilight shouted. Get the orphans down to the cellar. They can stay there until the storm blows over. That's safe for them to return to the orphans. Copy that! Rainbow saluted as she and Applejack began escorting the frightened fillies and colts out. Fluttershy, you keep an eye on Apple Blue, Sleep Out, Skooloo. Don't let them out of your sight. The Pegasus nodded. She was scared out of her wits, but was willing to protect those three at all costs. I'll round up the guards and help all the citizens of Carolina get inside, Shining Armor volunteered. Good idea, Shining Armor, Twilight said. We're rendezvous in the throne room in an hour. The most important thing to do now is to keep calm. As every pony set on their task, Twilight hung her head. How could she let this happen? Equestria was in peril because she had not been prepared. Even if she did have the elements of harmony, she could not power them without her horn. Some princess I've turned out to be. The proposition. Discord continued to spread its chaos across Equestria. He turned the railroads into red licorice, the buffaloes into gymnasts, the trees into candy canes, and the birds into oranges. The last one was thanks to Twilight Sparkle. He then switched from night to day every few minutes, so he could see his work. He saved Ponyville for last. Let's see. He murmured to himself as he hovered over the unsuspecting town. What to do? He paused as he heard laughter. He glanced down and saw two ponies having a picnic under a gazebo. He recognized them as Applejack's older brother and the local school teacher. Yes! Tear him back for the win, baby! The stallion was wearing a bow tie and dinner jacket, while the mare was wearing a pink dress. Discord perched himself on a cloud and watched. It was nice of you to plan a picnic, Big Mac, said Shirley. Yup. Her date nodded. The Diconquest had to duck as he looked up to the sky. Beautiful night, isn't it? Big Macintosh looked in the direction. Yup. Discard rolled his eyes. Come on, boy. You could say more words than that. Suddenly, a smaller person of himself with devil horns and a pitchfork appeared on his shoulder. What are you waiting for? They're having a lovely date. Ruin it. He then nodded and snapped his fingers. Blow, Big Mac let out a loud burp. He blushed in embarrassment. Pardon. She's going to dump him now. The Draconicus thought, chuckling to himself. But as he giggled, someone's had too much champagne. Discord was confused, but tried something else. As Shirley took a sip of her drink, he snapped his fingers, causing her to spit champagne into Big Mac's face. Maybe he will dump her now. Shirley smiled awkwardly. Sorry, looks like I've had too much as well. They stared at each other and both laughed. Discord was beginning to get annoyed. He summoned a storm of cotton candy clouds and made it rain chocolate milk on the couple. Strange, Shirley said. There wasn't a cloud in the sky a minute ago. She yelled as a bolt of lightning almost struck her. Her clothes and mane began drenched in the chocolate milk. Big Macintosh ripped off his jacket and threw it over his shoulders. The two ran toward the barn and huddled inside front with the barn animals. Shirley began taking out the jacket, but Big Mac stopped her with his hoof and shook his head. Thank you, Big Mac, she said with a smile. She then glanced at the storm outside. Wow, what dumb luck. Huh. Yup. They laughed and rubbed their noses together. Discard slammed his paw on a cloud. I don't get it, he shouted. I humiliated him, made it rain on their picnic, and they're still happy. Sickening, isn't it? His shoulder devil gagged. He stared down at the couple as they settled in a brace and looked into each other's eyes. Then along his side, yeah, sickening. You don't sound so convinced. Why do you suppose no pony switch it does that way? We're too magnificent for such sap. Hey, why am I even talking to you when there are ponies to hear me gloat? He kicked his small self away and steered to a cloud towards Canterlot. Twilight paced around the throne room. How could I let this happen? You've been asking yourself that for the past hour, Spike complained. This isn't your fault, Twilight. Yes, it is. Princess Celestia trusted me with running the kingdom, and look at what happened because of that. It's Discord's fault, darling, not yours, Rarity said. Yeah, Pinkie Pie agreed. It's his fault we're there yummy delicious chocolate cats and dogs running all over the place without a single dollar what's created to be anywhere in sight. Blanket, wasn't that chocolate all over your face? She used her tongue to lick away the incriminating evidence. Nope! Randy rolled her eyes and turned to Fluttershy. You were right all along, sweetie. I'm sorry we didn't listen to you. It's all right, Fluttershy assured them. Rainbow and Applejack entered the throne room. Okay, Blair said. All the orphans are safe on the ground. The palace servants are bringing cakes to calm them down. Shining Armor appeared behind them. It's not looking good out there, girls. The streets have been turned to lard. We already have 12 Thornies hospitalized, and that's just from slipping on the street. Don't get me started on how many are getting hit over the head with chocolate cats and dogs. Look how stop that boy, Apple Bloom exclaimed. I know, Twilight said, but we can't use the elements of harmony without my magic. Let Fluttershy gets Discord that stare first, Scootaloo suggested. I don't know if that'll work on him, Fluttershy said quietly. She was still shocked from the experience of being in his arms. Went on the cockatrice, didn't you? Sleepbell said. I say we give him a good punch in the face, Rainbow shouted. It looked good with that, too, Applejack inquired. Even if you didn't manage to hurt him, he could just heal himself with his magic. Blah! What do you think we should do? Princess buried her face in her hooves. I don't know. I just don't know. Every pony gasped as a familiar laugh echoed throughout the room. Ha 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 ha! Giving up so soon, Twilight Sparkle. That's oddly out of character for you. Show yourself, coward. If you don't give me back my wife, I'll... You'll what, Princey? How come you don't get a pair of wings like your sister? Knock it off, Rainbow shouted, putting up her hooves. Come out and fight, you chicken! She stumped on his Discord, tapped her on the back. Chicken, huh? He looked at his claw. You might be partially right about that. Rainbow grounded her teeth together and charged down. Discord teleported himself to the other side of the room, allowing the Pegasus to crash into the window. Fortunately, the stained glass was strong and did not shatter. Dear, dear Rainbow Dash, Discord said, shaking his head. Must it always be violence with you? Twilight said defiantly, stomped her hoof. Enough of your glowing, Discord. Who's gloating? I'm mocking. But if gloating's what you want... He snapped his fingers and turned the floor into wax, causing every pony to slip. Look at how helpful I am. I've waxed the floor for you. What is with you and terrific ponies? Applejack demanded.
Cry out, you big bully!
Applebloom hollered.
Yeah!
Sleigh bells called sound in agreement. Mr. Chronicles stood to their level. Bully? Oh, that's coming from a pony who bullied their own cousin. Hi! Applejack attempted to get up a slit again. You leave my sister or friends alone! Friends? Interesting choice of words, considering it was their quarrel that got me out of that prison in the first place.
What?
You don't remember your little class trip?
You mean you were the statue?
He clapped his hands, which made a different sound every time. Give the little pony a prize, and let me thank the three of you. I will never take it over Equestria without your help. Flashlight had not enough, so he flew off the wax floor into the creature's face.
How dare you! You think you can intimidate poor defenseless fillies to get away with it?
Discard's eyes widened at the sudden boldness. Excuse me. He poked his nose with her hoof.
You best watch your step, Buster. I'll give you the stare.
The what?
Yeah, you're in for it now, buddy.
Oh, I'm scared, he said sarcastically. Suddenly, Flashlight opened her eyes wide. It was like some sort of beam shot out of them. Discord seemed locked in that gaze for a moment, to burst out laughing. Flashlight looked at her host in surprise.
But that should have...
She squeaked as he grabbed her, and rubbed her mane playfully. Oh, you're hilarious, my dear. Some ponies certainly gotten braver in the past few years.
I warned you, punk!
Rainbow cried, going in for the kill. Discord teleported out of the way, dropping Flashlight in the process.
Stop it, Discord,
Twilight commanded. Why are you here? He appeared behind her. I'm here to negotiate. She turned to him. Negotiate? Listen, we all know you want harmony in your kingdom, and your princess is safe, and yada yada yada, and I don't want to be turned back to stone. So, why don't we make a deal?
This isn't another one of your kings, is it? Rainbow demanded.
Oh, I love kings! Oh gosh, no. He summoned a white flag. I just want to talk.
What about?
Twilight asked suspiciously. You want me to stop wreaking havoc on Equestria. I simply want something in return.
How about your life?
That was going to be one of the things.
You give up the past princesses, turn everything back to normal, or we'll
turn me back to stone. He pointed to his head. Can't do that without a horn. Angry, shiny armor shot a beam out. Discord dodged it by teleporting to the door in a huff. Typical of you ponies. Here I am, come, bearing the white flag, and all you can think about is violence. Elements of harmony, indeed.
Get out,
Rainbow sighed.
You're not wanted here.
First, I had been watching the entire scene with uncertainty. She did not trust Discord, but her friends were not giving her a chance to talk. With this in mind, she made a bold move and flew between Discord and her friends.
Twilight! She exclaimed. I'm surprised at you, of all ponies.
Fluttershy!
Are you the one we should have put reason before judgment? Discord may be an evil monster who don't deserve our trust.
I'm right here, you know.
But we should at least give him a chance to explain himself.
Everyone was surprised at her action. Discord was the most confused, but the fact that he seemed to be defending him caused him to smile evilly. Well said, my dear. She tensed as he teasingly stroked her mane. Frightened and frustrated, she swatted his paw away and flew to Twilight's side.
You are right,
her friend said before turning to their enemy. What are your demands, Discord? Dr. Chronicles grinned and flew leisurely to his back. The way I see it, you want three things from me. Your horn, ordering your land, your princesses. Actually, that last one counts for 3. 4 if you count the unborn infant, but never mind that. Anyway, I said we want 3 things in return.
My, all's we needy.
Twilight sighed. What is it you want? For your horn, Discord began, you'll have to make a promise never to use your elements of harmony against me.
What? Rainbow exclaimed. Why would we make a deal like that?
You want Princess Presley to get her horn back, don't you?
It's a trick, I tell you.
Tell you what, if any pony fails to keep the end of the bargain, anything goes. Meaning if I go back on my promise, you may do with the elements as you will. The purple pony scowled, but remained calm. And the other things? If I were to release Equestria on my chaos, well, I would be bored. After all, it is in my nature to create disharmony. All I'm asking is for a teensy bit of land where I am free to spread my glorious chaos undisturbed.
Twilight nodded. That might be possible.
What about Cadence? Shining Armor demanded. What will it take to get her back? Give me a moment, Discord said, tapping his chin.
You mean you don't know?
I'm thinking. And he was. He considered the first 2 requests carefully, but the third had him stumped. He had to make this last one good. He thought about what he would need in his new life. If it was a bandit's hostile takeover, what would we do then? Return to his empty cave and talk to copies of him? Even if it was allowed to continue his chaos, there's no point if he had to share it, no one to share it with it, let alone show it to you. His mind did wonders to the couple they encountered a few minutes earlier. The way they held each other, talked to each other, looked at each other. He would never admit that, but he wanted that. Then it struck him. Well, Twilight said impatiently. He grinned mischievously. Okay, I know what I want now. Trust me, this is the best deal you're going to get. It's a 3-for-1 deal.
Huh?
Pinkie Pie uttered. Applejack, you're a sales pony. You understand, don't you? 3 for 1 means 3 for the price of 1, but I don't. Precisely. I'll give you 3 mares for the price of 1 mare. We'll call the unborn filly a bonus. Silence fell on the ponies. Twilight was the first to break it. What do you mean by the price of 1 mare? Discord's grin widened. What I'm asking for is a bride. A what? He nodded our head. Hello, any pony in there? I said I want a bride in exchange for your princesses.
A bride? What do you do with a bride?
I'd marry her, of course. You know, spend eternity together, maybe have a few brats or kids.
You make a terrible dad.
Oh, shut up. He snapped his fingers and zipped the young unicorn's mouth closed. Her older sister gasped and opened the zipper with a glare. Explain your reasons behind this, Discord, Twilight said calmly. What? Being a creature of chaos tends to be a lonely occupation. Whose fault is that? It's only natural that I would feel the need for companionship. Besides, if I'm going to retire, might as well settle down and raise a family and blah 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 blah.
And this bride has to be a pony?
Yes, so don't try and trick me and give me a snail or a rabbit or something. Doesn't matter what pony it is. I have no preferences, except one. She has to come willingly. This means no forcing, no bribing, and no swindling. She must come out of her own free will. Randy scoffed.
What be willing to marry you?
I don't know. Any of you mares interested? They all glared at him. Rainbow stuck her tongue out. No pony. He looked over to Yellow Pegasus. What about you, Fluttershy? She let out a small whimper. Before she could say anything, Twilight moved between them. Get out, she said between her teeth. Discord shrugged. I'm a reasonable creature. Or perhaps you need some time to think about it. There's a cave up in the mountains. If you want to talk, look for me there. On that note, he vanished from the room.